Good morning, Karoo. It's the 24th of March, and just a quick update. Not a lot of stuff exciting happened yesterday. Actually, I'm in the room here with the linens, and Sarah and I guess Sarah mostly sorted the linens here yesterday. That was not that exciting. Actually, I did want to show you a shot out this window. You can see the picnic table and the area around it that I pressure washed a couple days ago. Yeah, that's good, the dark behind me. Yesterday, the main thing we did actually was we had a nice call with Craig to talk about the website, because I think I mentioned he's done all this work on the website. And actually, it was the first time we've talked to Craig. I think, actually, so I know Craig watches the videos, so we mentioned that I hadn't thought I'd seen him since we quit working together at TGIF. But I remembered at one point when Sarah came back from Bryn Mawr, Craig took us on a flight. He flew us to Ocean Shores and back. So Sarah and I went for a plane ride with Craig, which was pretty fun. But anyway, none of that matters for this. I just remembered that yesterday. But we had a great conversation with Craig, talking about kind of stuff in the past, but also talking about the website. And so we've got a list of things to do now for the website to get things ready. And I did actually go through, we're going to do a section in the website with local attractions. And Craig actually recommended to us that we kind of leverage Sarah's work as an author to talk about in sort of marketing the house as a rental. And, initially, both Sarah and I were kind of like, I don't know. But he's right. He's absolutely right about that. I mean, we need to do that. And so we're going to talk about how to do that. So we had that conversation yesterday. Also, it's funny because I was talking to Craig about how, he's got house plans set up. And this, you can see here, he's got furniture laid out in the house. And so we'd had a big rectangular table here. So the tables here are trestle tables, and there's two big half-circle trestle tables, these ones, and then two 6-foot rectangular tables. And we had the two rectangular tables in here set up, and just didn't like the way it was in this room. And so we moved that out yesterday and moved one of those rectangular tables back in the room where we're working, and set it like this. We'll see if that changes again. But, and I think I mentioned this arrangement here. I'm thinking that maybe two small chairs and a couch across the back would create a nice little sitting space there. I don't know. None of that really matters. Basically, we didn't do much yesterday, so this video is me randomly talking about things. I don't know. But it was kind of a nice day. It's been cold and windy. So we went for a walk in the afternoon. One of the other things we've been doing, Sarah runs 2 days and then off another day, and we go for at least one walk a day, sometimes twice, and so we're trying to find walks. So yesterday we wound up through some of the neighborhoods here to try to figure out how to do this loop without going on the main road. But anyway, none of that's very interesting. But that's what we did yesterday. So we're going to have another day probably similar today, but I'll tell you about that tomorrow. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.